If you expose cults and you are a stan of a celebrity, you lose credibility. If you expose financial scams and you idolize a fake billionaire, I have to side-eye you. If you trash people for having problematic friends when your friends are trash, what are you doing? Today, this video is going to be a little different because I am going to make a point, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you what's happening on the channel. I think it's time. If you haven't noticed, I have given myself a challenge of posting a video every day. Basically, what I do is I see what's happening on and off social media, and then I make a comment on it. Now, there's two types of videos that I'm going to be posting in 2024. One of them is comments, which is basically commentary videos like this one. The other one is what I consider spoken essays. Now, spoken essays are my version of a documentary because I have the intention of doing the research, taking a little longer with the video, maybe waiting until a situation is come to conclusion of some sort so that I can make a timeline of the events and whatnot. And those videos take a lot longer. Those are the kind of videos that I post for my patrons before I post them down here. Now, having said that, this particular video that I'm making today is kind of a preview, if you will. It's going to be a little cryptic because I don't want to tell you who I'm making the video about. But I was doing this research for this video that I'm working on. And that what you just saw is a post I had on Twitter. I literally posted it right after I took the screenshot right after I posted it. So I don't know what the engagement is on that particular post. But here's the thing. I'm doing a video on two particular people. I might add some other people because of that tweet, but the main focus of this video is on two people. And basically what is happening is that these two people started with a particular interest on social media, and they have now moved to creating a cult of sorts. Now, I can sit here all day trying to define the difference between a cult and a religion. I'm not going to get into that right now. Personally, I believe that any religion that you can come and go as you please, and if you want to give them money, you give them money, and if you don't want to give them money, you don't give them money, that's a religion. And then if you do fall in line and have to do everything exactly the way they tell you, then that's a cult. That's my perception. However, there's another thing. Not all cults are religions. Not all religions are cults. And the first part, not all cults are religions, is because we do have a thing called cult of personality. And there are too many people running around being obsessed, stalking, being a stan of a particular celebrity or person. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. And I think that affects these two characters that I'm going to be talking about. But more importantly, it affects people that come to social media to criticize or talk about particular content creators or celebrities. We have a situation right now, and it's just, as I was doing the research for this, I realized that. That's why I'm bringing it up on this video. And yes, I know it's all very cryptic. I promise you, when I film the video, I'm going to make sure that I add a little tidbit of this so that you know to come back here or to go over there, whatever you want to say. But here's the thing. There is a channel right now whose their entire thing is talking about how not to fall into cults, and we're talking about religious cults, and how not to believe everything that people tell you and to question everything, and how to spot a cult. They've even had experts on cults talking on their channel, okay? This person, however, when Russell Brand was accused of improprieties with some people, automatically defended Russell Brand because in their mind, Russell Brand is a great person and he's just getting attacked because he attacks the left, and so does this person. What? Now, if you watch their content, you'll realize very quickly that they are not a mere fan. They are absolutely a stan of Russell Brand. I'm not talking whether you think they're guilty or innocent. It's irrelevant for the purposes of this video, okay? What I'm talking about is this idea that just because you like somebody, they must be innocent. Or just because you agree with somebody, they must be innocent. No. Okay? Another example that I'm going to give you is, I follow this content creator. I love this person's content. Absolutely love their content. Their entire content is about taking down people with scams on financial matters. And I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. I cannot get over the fact that this person is a super stan of Elon Musk. If you're talking about people who are like taking advantage of situations or lying to their audience, how the hell are you a stan of Elon Musk? Plus, I'm not even going into the fact that Elon Musk has shown his true colors as a despicable human being who hates anybody that doesn't look like him. And yes, I am talking about that. Yeah, that's just strange. Last but not least, I'm definitely not going to say who this person is, but I have somebody that I follow for many years, and who's always calling out content creators who support or stand behind problematic people. But your best social media buddies are all problematic in and of their own, and they have done a lot of damage, not only to the community, but to other people. So if you're going to call out people for bad behavior, you need to look at yourself. And yeah, this video might get me in trouble for saying that. I don't care. Because if you know me and if you follow me for a while, you know who each and every, maybe not the first one, but the second and the third one, you definitely know who they are. Here's the thing. This is something that I keep telling people and they don't believe me, but I have to believe this because I've lived it. The fact that I'm Puerto Rican does not mean that anybody that's Puerto Rican is going to get a free pass if they did something wrong. If they did something wrong, they need to pay for it. Whether it's jail, whether it's they get sued and they get compensation or whatever. I'm a content creator. I love a lot of people in this space, but I know there's a lot of problematic people in this space as well. I'm not gonna say blank support to content creators just because they're content creators. Now, do I understand this logic of attacking content creators constantly? There's some channels that's all they do. And let me be very clear, because I know somebody's gonna come up with this. I'm not talking about creating content on a certain group of people or a certain content creator, okay? If your shtick is doing videos on, I'm trying to think of somebody that's not problematic so I don't get in trouble for this. If your shtick is to make content about, I don't know, Mr. Beast, I realize he's problematic, but I'm just trying to think of somebody that I don't watch, so I don't really know what the situation is. If you are constantly making content about Mr. Beast because you're starting to notice that when you look at your numbers, that every time you so much as mention Mr. Beast in your videos, you get a lot more audience, knock yourself out. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is people who spend their entire career on social media trashing other content creators because they hate them so much, which, by the way, that in and of itself is weird for me because you don't know these people, so why you hate them? But anyway, I digress. There are people on social media, and it's funny because the other day I was doing a survey for YouTube and they were asking me that if I believed that they were following their own rules, and I was like, no. And I believe that was one of the questions that they asked, or at the end maybe they asked to expand. And I said, listen, we have people that are constantly harassing other content creators on the platform and you'll do nothing. And yes, I'm talking about people who dox other people on social media. Why are you doxing people on social media? Oh, because you can find their information in Google. You know what? That's great. That you're not putting it in a platter for other people to go and attack this person. Most people will not take the time to look for information unless and if you give it to them, they'll just be like, thank you, and go and harass that person. So no, that's not cute. And I realize that I'm getting a little bit off topic, but here's the issue that I'm trying to make 2 points, to be honest with you. Point number 1 is that there is a difference between making content about a certain group of people, like the beauty community or the girl world, or the, what is it called? Real crime? No, it's not real crime. It's, I forgot. But you know what I mean, right? The ones that are like, oh my God, I forgot the name of the crime. The real, oh God, I forgot. You know what I'm trying to say. There's different groups. Like, to give you an example, I follow this girl, and her entire channel is about drama in the arts and craft community. Okay, but my impression, I might be wrong, but my impression is that she goes ahead, she does her research, and she moves on to the next person. I also watch somebody that does true crime, is the word I was looking for. Sorry, it just came. I just watched this other person whose sole channel is about looking at true crime, either other videos or documentaries, or you know how we have the dash cams and all that other stuff. And she'll make content about those. And I'm pretty sure she moves on with her life after that's done. She doesn't stick to it. There are content creators that make content on other content creators. That's what the drama community and the commentary community is all about. But you can always tell who is just doing the little research for the video and then move on, and who is obsessed with a content creator. And those are the problematic ones. And in a sentence way, they are kind of stands. They don't miss anything the person does. They're so obsessed with the person that they will create content about that person, even if they've received the cease and desist, allegedly. So those are the ones that you have to keep an eye on. That's point 1. Point 2 is, why are you as a content creator calling out other content creators when you're doing the same thing, or you're guilty of the same thing that they are? Again, if your entire channel is about calling attention and teaching people about cults, cults are not just religious cults. Look at politics. And I'm not even talking about the United States alone. You go to every country. Mine is fantastic for this. If you ever go to Puerto Rico and get involved in politics in Puerto Rico, you will see this and you will be like, oh. I mean, there's people that are still idolizing Romero and Hernandez Colón, and they've been dead for a while. So, Muñoz Marín. There's people that still adore Muñoz Marín, and I think I was not even 15 when he died. So, and I'm 57. So, that should tell you everything you need to know. What I'm saying is this. If you are the kind of person who is fanatical in your devotion of a particular person, maybe you're not the best person to be talking to others about their obsessive behavior with wrongdoers. Maybe I'm not making any sense. Maybe I am. I can't wait to see what you have to say in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.